Hi there, it's Amy Lauren. I wanted to pop on here and share with you how to know what your earned discount privilege is. I'm a team leader with Mary Kay, and my director asked me to share how I explain earned discount privilege. For me, it's just, I think of it as like when people join this company, most women are excited about getting a 50% discount. So earned discount privilege is really just answering the question, how do I get my 50% discount? Okay, so let's think about the words earned discount privilege. It means you earn the right or the privilege of having a discount of 50% when you buy your Mary Kay products. So, we have to have a couple of things. In order to do that, we have to have a consultant ID number. That makes us eligible to have buying power in Mary Kay. It differentiates us between customers and consultants. So basically, once you have a consultant ID number, now you need to figure out, how do you order at 50% off? Well, there's all kinds of ways to do that when you're a brand new consultant. Mary Kay offers incentives, and there's just all kinds of different ways to start this business. So we're going to go over a couple of vocabulary words to help you figure out what it looks like for you. Two words that I've found that often messes up new consultants are the words wholesale and retail. So I want to give you an easy way to remember the difference between wholesale and retail. This is how I think of it. I always think of that phrase that we use when we want to go shopping, okay? We call it retail therapy, right? Retail therapy makes us happy. Retail therapy, however, costs you money, right? When you go out shopping and you come home and say, oh dear, I just did a little bit of retail therapy, and they're like, how much money did you spend, right? There's a lot more money involved with that versus the wholesaler, the person that bought the products for you to buy and put it in their store. They're the wholesaler. So when you become a beauty consultant and get a consultant ID number, you are no longer the customer just buying it from somebody else. Now you're the seller, you're the wholesaler. So you get to buy your products at wholesale and sell them at retail. Does that make sense? So when we buy products from the company for $1, we sell them to the customer for $2 because we are eligible to receive up to a 50% discount or a 50% profit on our products. So earned discount privilege is just, how do you know you have that? Well, it would be great if it was just that easy. We become a consultant, we have this consultant ID number. It would be great if it just always stayed that way, but we have to earn that discount. And this is how we earn it. We have to place an order that activates a 3-month earned discount. Now, I want you to know we can have that earned discount year round, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. Okay. Now, before I start this too, I want to preface that there are many incentives in the company that brand new consultants on your very first order, you are going to be able to get the most bang for your buck in this business, and it's all attached to your very first order. Okay, so before you ever place your very first order, please go over that with either your recruiter or your sales director so you don't miss out on the bonuses that you're eligible for. Because brand new consultants are the only ones that are eligible for it. I wish it wasn't just brand new consultants, but it is. So I'm going to talk about how you know where your status is, your activity status. That's another vocabulary word. So activity status can be right after, usually you can look up under your name, it'll say A1, A2, or A3, I1, I2, or I3, or T1 through 6. So I want to explain what those mean. So let's first start out with when you place your first order, minimally, in order to activate your 50% discount. Now I'm talking minimums. I know some of you did not come into this company to talk minimums, okay? But my purpose here is just to explain activity status. So I'm gonna talk to the woman who decided to come in and get her discount, but she's not decided yet whether she wants to have a business, okay? Because they're usually the ones that are like, what do you mean I don't have a 50% off order? So I want to explain this for somebody that she's dipping her toe in. She's trying to see if this is for her or not, and she's being so super conservative and cautious that she's doing the bare minimums, okay? Is that fair? Is that fair for us to talk about that? Okay, it might not be you. You might be like some of us that came in and we're just running, getting cars, diamond rings, making profit. We're doing this for huge business purposes. But I just want to share with you how I keep it straight in my head whether I'm active or not. Okay, so today when I'm videoing this, making this video, it's September. So I'm going to use that as my example. What I've done is made this window, and all the months of the year are on this circle cardboard cutout. And I've cut out the 3-month window that you have once you place your active order with Mary Kay. The minimum is a $225 wholesale order that we can potentially sell to people who are our customers for $450 retail. So I'm going to be talking wholesale order numbers, wholesale numbers. This is the minimum amount we can place that will start or activate into the first month or A1 status of our 3-month window of active status with our discount, our earned discount privilege. So once I place my order in September, it starts my active status, and I have that month and the following 2 months. So I have month of active 1, active 2, and active 3 status. So what that means is my order's in, I'm active, it's been activated. Just think of this as lighting up. So now if I place orders in October or November that are below $225, I still get a 50% discount. Okay? That's great, because somebody, you know, when this is a really small order, so maybe you didn't get your, you know, as many mascaras as you wanted, and your neighbor's like, oh my gosh, you're selling Mary Kay now, I want a mascara. So in October, you can buy her mascara and apply the 50% discount to that. So just to give you an idea. Now, there are taxes and shipping fees that you want to be careful you're not spending too much in shipping. This is why I always recommend to my newest team members, like before you place any order, let somebody more experienced kind of go over it with you. We're not going to talk you into buying more. I just want to make sure like you're not paying too much shipping on an order that you could send customer delivery service versus to yourself. There's just a couple of things that you may or may not know at this point. So check with your recruiter or your director before you put your orders in. Okay, so let's say, I'm going to go through a couple scenarios here. So let's say your order is in, you've got these 3 months, you've got 50% discount. What happens if in the next month, let's say in December, somebody wants to buy Christmas presents, but you have not placed another 225 order in any of these months that have been that high? That means you're no longer in that active status window. You are what's considered the next group of inactive. All that you need to ask yourself, okay, I'm inactive. That means I do not have the 50% discount. How do I get the 50% discount? We'll go back here. You have to place a minimum $225 order. Yep. Again, I know I've had some consultants come in and go, what do you mean? I just placed that order. Well, this is how Mary Kay works. Once you place that size order, it's only good for 3 months. Now you could go the whole year and then place one then, but if you need something in December, you're not going to get the 50% discount unless you are in active status. So there are a few strategies we can help even people who just have a handful of customers, or if they're just doing earned discount privilege for themselves, there are strategies that you can use. So for example, I'm going to use the example that I just came in. I'm just wanting the earned discount privilege for myself and maybe a few of my family members in my household, or maybe close family members. I don't have that many people. I'm not out actively doing parties. I'm not showing stuff off. I want my earned discount privilege of 50% off. So I'm going to place a 225 order here in September. I may not order these next 2 months, but then in December, I'm going to have to place another $225, but I'm going to move this around because once I do that $225 order in December, now I have earned discount privilege of 50% off December, January, and February. That's awesome. I don't have to place another order again for another 12 months if I don't want to. But if I want to keep that 50% discount all year round, I'm going to place 4 orders during the year. I did my first one in September. The second one will be in December. The next one will be in March. Let me get that there. And then the fourth one will be in June. So then again, the next one will be in September. Now, it doesn't have to be those months. I'm just telling you that the very first month you place a $225 order, that will activate when your A1 status of activity will begin. I have a cheat sheet here too that's going to help with this as well. So hopefully this helps you know that that's your window of 50% discount. Now, what happens if, let's say I have placed my $225 in June, but let's say midway through July, I have customers ordering and I had to place an order for, let's say, $150 wholesale. So in the middle of July, I have $150 wholesale, and you know what? That's only $75 away from a minimum $225. I want to put that $75 in. Watch what this does. So that's going to take your active status from starting in June. Now that I've come up to $225 for July cumulatively, it bumps my window. July is now A1, the first month I put in a $225 order or cumulative orders. That becomes my A1 month, and August becomes A2. I could do that every month. In fact, some of us do. Some of us are doing $600 a month to earn the jewelry, and you'll see that. So every month when we're placing $600, because $600 is way more than $225, right? That means every month becomes our A1 month. Does that start to make sense? Okay, here's the second half of this. Grab a piece of paper and a pen and make a heading at the top that's earn discount privilege, and then do 3 columns. You want at least 12 lines, okay? Or just on lined paper. So this is how I wrote it down. On the top, I wrote earn discount privilege. And then over here, I put $225 because that's the minimum order. Again, I know more of you are going to be doing more than that, but I just want to give you the idea of what's in your head, like how this is going to work. In the middle column, you write A1, A2, A3, I1, I2, I3, do a dotted line, and then T1 through 6. That's your middle column. So what do those mean? I'm going to give you a second just to write those down, and then do a dotted line after T6 because those are going to mean something. Okay, so once you place your $225, you're in A1 status. This is going to be an example of somebody who only orders once a year. Okay? $225, A1, that is active first month. This one is active second month. You're in active status third month. That's active status, okay? Let's say you're not going to order again all year long, okay? Months 4, 5, and 6, because that's month 1, 2, and 3. Months 4, 5, and 6 are called I1, I2, and I3. That tells the company that you went inactive from your earned discount privilege, okay? So this is inactive your first month, inactive your second month, inactive your third month, but these are really months 4, 5, and 6. Now, if you haven't ordered in 6 months, this dotted line is significant, and I'm going to come back to that in just a second. If you're not going to order, this is month 7, the company calls that T1, and it stands for terminated one. It doesn't mean you're terminated, it just means they kind of look at you as somebody that's like, okay, she's not interested in getting an Applause magazine, and at this point, they terminate. That's what the T means, the terminate. They terminate all your team members, meaning they're not out of Mary Kay, but you're no longer receiving commissions on them. What? Oh my gosh, you guys don't want that to happen, right? So if you have team members, you want to always place an active order at least twice a year. Once here and once here. I hope that makes sense. So once here, and once here of 225 minimum. You could do 800 here and 225 here. It doesn't matter how you do it. They just need to be over 225 because they terminate your team members because they assume you don't want a team build. That's how the company does this. You don't want to take care of your team members. I mean, think about it. If you're not ordering in 6 months, your team members probably are not following you very well. And some of them might even be kind of getting frustrated about that. So they should have a different leader. Anyway, so let's say you're not team building. Then this line doesn't matter, okay? You can wait. Now, if at any time during here someone says, oh my gosh, you do Mary Kay, I want to do it too, and you start team building, you want to start paying attention to this. If you don't want a team build, you give that person to your recruiter or your director. It's that easy. Nobody's going to force you to team build, but it is a second source of income, so you might want to. Okay, T1 through 6, you still didn't order. Now, everybody gets confused here. You need to place another 225 order before the end of your T6 month, or you have to rebuy the starter kit or the restart, whatever option they have for restart, okay? If you wait until after that month. Now, there's something that's also very significant that happens here. So you want to make sure if you're planning on staying in Mary Kay, but if you just can't place that order, you need to know something, what else happens here. If after not ordering for 1 year, the company has decided this year to implement something new, they are going to send an email to your customers you've serviced in the past and ask them if they want to be serviced by another beauty consultant because they don't know if you're coming back or not. They have no idea. So I don't want your customers to go to somewhere else. If you're planning on keeping your discount, but you're really not servicing anybody, but you want your customers to stay your customers, we need to make sure you're placing that order before the end of your T6 month, okay? So hopefully this explains a little bit. You may have more questions, and that's fine. That's what your recruiter is here for and your director are here for. But we have strategies to help you no matter how you want to do this business. You can do as little or as much as you want, as long as you don't miss out on like some of the significant incentives that are being offered. And there are certain things like I've seen people lose their team members because they did not know. They had to place 2 orders and they went past this line right here. And it's sad because they just didn't know. They didn't understand that. So I'm hoping this little dealio helps you realize your 3-month active status window for your earned discount privilege. That is for every consultant. That's not, I've seen consultants that like right around, right before December happens, because Christmas is a big old retail sales for us. So they might place like a big old order just to have stuff on hand to sell off for Christmas time. And they don't realize they'll go to order again in like, let's say March or April, and they're not in an active status and they don't have a 50% discount. So they're like, why am I paying full price for this stuff? We want you to get your discount too. And hopefully that helps explain some of the things. So if you have any questions, let us know. We'll be happy to answer them. Have a great day and thank you for listening. Bye.